Hey guys, we're here with our Week 6 battle of NPL Season 3, and we are taking on the Montréal Monfernos and their coach, BlueVictiny. Seabass will definitely be down in the description below. Make sure you guys go check him out. He is hands down one of the best battlers in this league, and he is a very good friend of mine. I would go so far as to say he's probably one of my best friends in the Pokemon community. But real quick, we will go over what he decided to bring to this match. So he has the Reuniclus, the Excadrill, the Talonflame, the Tyranitar, the Regigigas, and the Golbat. So pretty surprised to see Talonflame. I did not see that thing coming at all. But Reuniclus, Drill, Tyranitar, and Golbat I definitely expected. Regigigas was a maybe. I was probably expecting Keldeo instead of the Talonflame, and maybe Altaria instead of the Regigigas. But nonetheless, I do feel like we have a team that can take on this team of 6, except for the Talonflame. I didn't really prep for Talonflame all that well. So we're going to have to play very smart around that thing. So, looking at possible lead matchups, I lose nothing by leading off with Volcanion unless he leads off with Drill. In which case he's faster than me and I have to make the play and switch out. But I don't think he'll lead off with Drill. I think he'd rather lead off with Tyranitar to potentially get up his hazards. Or he'll lead off with something bulky that can maybe U-turn out, something like Talonflame potentially. I think Golbat still gets U-turn because I know Crobat does, but I don't know if Golbat does. I can only assume it does. So we're going to go ahead and lead off with our Volcanion just because it's the most risk-free lead we could possibly have. And he does lead off with the Tyranitar. Now, I did prep for this. I can go for a Superpower and OHKO most forms of this Tyranitar. I am going to click Superpower, and he lives on 6%, which means he was invested to live that hit. He thought about that ahead of time, but he's going to go for a Stone Edge and unfortunately miss. That is a huge turn of events for this play, this game, just because that Stone Edge would have hands down killed my Volcanion just like that. I'm going to go ahead and click Steam Eruption just because I know I'm faster than this Tyranitar unless I just won a speed tie and got lucky. And I can risk the 5% miss, and I can potentially get some more damage off on something else coming in, something like this Golbat, which is going to go ahead and catch a Steam Eruption. It's going to do about 40-ish%, and he's going to Toxic me on the next turn. As I fire off another Steam Eruption, I do get the burn, so a combination of the Sandstorm damage and the burn damage is going to go ahead and kill this Golbat. Which is nice. So Tyranitar is going to get a kill. RNGesus is definitely looking out for us in the beginning of this match. It's a little unfortunate, but it's Pokemon. What can you do? So he's going to bring in Excadrill to revenge, and obviously I can't stay in. I'm going to have to go into my Scizor. Now, he's going to go ahead and fire off an EQ, which is going to do 59%, which means he is indeed what I thought, which is Max Attack Adamant Life Orb. Which means there's not a good chance I live this Earthquake, but it is still technically possible. And what I just need to do now is just get a clean switch into something. So I'm going to go ahead and sack off my Scizor, which is unfortunate. It doesn't get to do anything in this game, but it's a necessary sacrifice. I'm going to go ahead and go into my Conkeldurr because I scare him out with a potential Mach Punch. That will OHKO him unless he's like Chople. But we already saw his Life Orb, so we know he's not. I'm going to go ahead and click Drain Punch, actually, though, because it's the neutral play. If he wants to go into Reuniclus, I can't risk going for a knockoff just in case he does stay in. So I fire off a Drain Punch. It's going to do about 23% to this Reuniclus, which means it's pretty physically defensive invested. So I'm going to go ahead and go out into my Sylveon, knowing that Sylveon can take any one hit from this Reuniclus, no problem. He's going to fire off his Psyshock. I don't see Life Orb damage, which means he could be Magic Guard Life Orb. But that didn't look like Life Orb damage either, so I think he... this leads me to suspect that he's Colbur Berry. So I got to play around that very smartly. I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Hyper Voice because it'll do a serious chunk to that Reuniclus and will do a serious chunk to whatever wants to come in. Not even Drill and Talonflame want to take it in particular. So he does decide to switch out into the Talonflame. It's going to take half from that Hyper Voice, and he's going to kill me off with a Brave Bird. What I want to do is I want to force him to kill me, and I can go into my Volcanion cleanly, knowing I can live any one hit unless he is a Banded Talonflame, which I don't think he is. I don't think he can risk going for a Banded Talonflame. What I can do is I can just go ahead and fire off a Steam Eruption, potentially kill off the Talonflame, if not, get some serious damage on whatever wants to come in, and potentially get a burn. So he decides to go into my child, Regigigas. That's my boy right there, my child. I need to slow down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Steam Eruption as he switches into Regigigas. We unfortunately do not get a burn. It does about 26%. Regigigas is bulky as all hell. Now, you saw I activated my Z power, and what I do is I do Z Toxic, which will give me a defense boost and Toxic Regigigas. The reason I did this is because I don't have a need for Z Sludge Wave that I'm carrying this week, if you guys did not see the team builder. Because he did not bring Altaria or Shaman, so I have no need for it, so it's kind of like a I might as well sort of thing. I'm going to go ahead and fire off a superpower because that's going to do like close to half, to the point where something can come in and revenge easily, and I can sack off my Volcanion no problem. So this match is looking kind of grim. It's 5-3, him in his favor. Regigigas got its first kill this season, so I'm proud of him. It's my child right there. I'm going to go ahead and go into my Liepard, knowing I can outspeed this thing, and I can fire off a knockoff and get rid of something's item. He's going to go ahead and make the play and sack off his Tyranitar, which is the play I was low-key hoping he would do, because that sets up his Sand, which is pretty much a free invitation for him to bring in his Excadrill, and I can fire off a Rain Dance to get rid of the Sand. So we are going to be able to kill the Tyranitar with the knockoff. We knock off its Smooth Rock. He's going to bring in the Excadrill to revenge us, and what we can do is we can fire off a Prankster Rain Dance, which will get rid of the Sand and make Excadrill pretty much useless because I still have a Landorus. Ironhead is going to kill Liepard no problem, but we did get a kill on the Tyranitar, and we did set up a Rain Dance, which is what its job was. I'm going to go into Landorus because that revenges way too easily, and I can click Earth Power and do some serious damage to that Excadrill, enough to knock it out. So Landorus gets a kill this week. He's going to go ahead and go into Reuniclus, and I know what he's trying to do. He will be able to live another Earth Power. I can't risk going for a knockoff just in case he is Colbur Berry, which I suspect he is. And it's going to do about 63%, enough to live and enough to put me in Psyshock range. Or fire off, I'm sorry, not put me in Psyshock range. That was badly worded. I was going to say. Oh my gosh. Whew, I need to slow down. So, he's going to go ahead and fire off a Psyshock, which will do 43% to me and put me in range where a Brave Bird is a pretty likely kill on me. But I do have one more play left in me, and I think that this is the play that will win the game. I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Sludge Wave, which will kill the Reuniclus no problem. And just in case he wanted to make a weird switch into Talonflame now, I didn't want him to get a free switch, so that's why I didn't click Earth Power. So Sludge Wave is going to kill the Reuniclus, and he's going to go back into his Talonflame. What I can do is I can... this pretty much forces him to Brave Bird me. What I can do is I can go back into my Conkeldurr, sack it off, and let him die to the recoil, and I can revenge the Regigigas with my Landorus. So he's going to fire off a Brave Bird. We actually end up living it, which I didn't expect to happen. But nonetheless, Talonflame is going to go down to its own recoil, and Regigigas is going to come in, and Conkeldurr is going to be able to revenge that thing with a Mach Punch. So... Regigigas comes back in, and this hurts my soul right here to hurt my child like that, but it's okay. Conkeldurr is going to kill the Regigigas, and we are going to take a 2-0 victory over the undefeated Montreal Monfernos. I didn't mention that in the team builder, but yes, Seabass was undefeated until this battle. A very good match. Definitely caught me off guard with that Talonflame set. I hope people aren't too confused by my my wonderful Z Toxic play, but I felt like it was kind of a YOLO, why not kind of play. But anyways, a very good match. We are going to get back into the W column. We jump up to 4-2, and we are in a good position in our conference at this point. Definitely make sure you guys go check out Seabass. He's an awesome dude, an awesome battler. Definitely one of the most knowledgeable guys you can learn from. So I would highly suggest checking him out. But anyways, that is going to be it for this battle. Next week in week 7, we take on the owner of the league, Mr. Trevor, aka SheerForce, aka SheerForce Vlogs, the coach of the Long Island Golducks. The first time we're playing him in our career as a Pokemon player, I guess is the best way to put that. But anyways, it's a match I'm definitely looking forward to. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, a like and a subscription would be much appreciated. I will see you guys for our team prep next week against the Long Island Golducks and their coach Trevor. I'll see you guys then. Later.